and in the flesh. And I'll move this out the way since I'm not using that. I'm actually gonna put it back somewhere over here. Wow, there's 700 of you guys in the chat. Wow, good morning. I love it. And there's actually not 700 of you guys in the chat, but I have to envision where I'm going first. So in my mind, I see 700 of you in here, and I'm saying, "What's up?" And I'm saying, "Hello, how are you guys doing?" I'm saying, "I hope you have a good morning, a good day." That's how we starting this off. So yeah, I know there's no one, but in my mind, I see 700 of y'all. All right. And thanks for the Q Cash. I know they don't call it Q Cash in here. Whenever somebody gives you, where they do the money thing in the chat, I've seen it before. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, yeah. Thank you for that in the chat. I appreciate you. Yep. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm talking about you have to be able to see what you want before it actually occurs. So I see it. I already see it in my eyes. I mean, in my mind. So I talked about that in the last video. And I'm just doing my morning chat before I get ready to go to boxing class. Which honestly, I don't want to go, but I'm going to go because it's about proving something to myself that I am the type of guy who can do hard things and excel at them. I remember before when I went to my first class, right? I like I said, I took up fighting because it won't only be boxing, but I took up fighting because I, as an adult, had never been in a fight, and so the fact that I didn't know if I can fight or I don't really know how to fight. So I'm like, but I'm in the gym all the time, so I'm getting stronger, but um, I don't know how to fight. so, so I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could go sign up for something and learn. And so that's what I did. But it was interesting because, like I said, I never taken a punch as an adult. The last time I took a punch, I was a kid. And I have class soon, so I have to eat this. Um, and in no alternate universe have I ever discovered Greek yogurt by itself being good. But that's how I eat it. Just plain Greek yogurt. Yum. Says no one ever. Well, maybe they do. Maybe there are some people who like plain Greek yogurt. I I am not, but I will eat it because of the protein in it. Mm, gross. But anyway, um, so when I went there, right, I got after like my second session or something, I got punched in the lip, and it was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like I got punched in the lip. I went and made a video about it and everything because I answered the question if I could take a punch. Like I didn't know if I could take a punch. Sure, it wasn't like 100% full flash, but it was a nice little pop. It was a like, whoa, I'm awoke now. Um, and that was something I hadn't proved to myself I could do. You're like, why is that important for you to prove that you could take a punch? Well, the punch part wasn't the important part. It was the part that I put myself in a situation where it could be possible that I take a punch. So that was the that was the thing that I took away, and I was pumped. And then I think 1 or 2 sessions later, I got punched in the eye, and that was like, okay, yeah, I can handle that too. Um, and then I remember going one day, and I was sparring. We were sparring. The coach had us sparring with 5 different people. So this is only my fourth class by this point, and it's only my fourth class. So I'm sparring with this guy. It's obvious he's been boxing a while. So what he does is, these is full 3-minute rounds that we're boxing. And mind you, this is my fourth class. So what he does is he just throws out his little jab and I block it. We keep doing that for, until they go 30 seconds left in the round. Then once they go 30 seconds left in the round, this guy starts pow, 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 pow. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm just trying to get out the way of his punches, but he's like the Terminator, and he keeps coming, and he's just like bah, bah, bah. And he's moving out the way. I'm just trying to do anything to back him off, but he's just coming. He's just bah, bah, and it's bah. I'm like, golly, I couldn't wait. It seemed like the longest 30 seconds of my life. And so, I'm like, he beat me my eye, he beat me my shoulder, stomach. Like, he was just, man, them last 30 seconds, he was like the Terminator. And he was like, I had to, I just felt like he was trying to terminate me. And I'm like, I wanted to say, this is my fourth class. But, I held it together. And then, so he was the first person, and I sparred with 4 more people. And one of them was a girl. And when she, so, I don't want to hit a girl, really, but she didn't have that same feeling about hitting me. So I'm playing mostly defense, just knocking her stuff down. And then she catches me, like in my stomach or something, right? So I'm like, God, man, like you shit, like she was trying to take my stomach off, like she just wanted the whole insides coming out on the ground. I'm like, okay, so I still don't really want to hit her because she's a girl. I don't want to hit her. But she just kept coming at me. So I went and just lightly, just let her know I can get in there. That was not a deterrent. She still kept coming. So I had to give her just a little bit, pop, and then pop. And then she slowed down a little bit. But she was coming for me too. I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm here to learn. I haven't learned enough to defend myself against all these attacks. But it was fun. And then we go around to the last one. So remember I said it was 5 rounds. And each one of these rounds is 3 minutes. And then after each round, we're going back to the bag and hitting the bag for 3 minutes. So it goes spar, bag. Spar, 3-minute round, bag, 3-minute round. Then spar again. So by the time we get to the 5th time, right? I'm back with the guy I started with at the first round. So, I'm feeling a little bit more confident by the time I get back to him. So he he sets me up again. So he's cool. The first 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we just, throwing jabs, I'm blocking some, I'm hitting some, whatever the case may be. That last 30 seconds, he comes for me again. And then by this time, I'm tired. We done went like 10. This is equivalent of 10 rounds. And this is my 4th practice. Like, and this guy, he goes in again on the last 30 seconds. He's like, bah, bah, bah. And the teacher's like, get your hands up. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm trying to get out the way. He's like, throw some punches. How? Like, how? How am I gonna throw some punches? This man is like the Terminator. And he's if you ever played the game Mike Tyson's Punch Out, where he gets the thing and he goes like the one guy, he goes shoom, 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 shoom. So you can't, like, you trying to bob and you gotta bob out the way. I couldn't do none of that. I couldn't do any of that. It was just, he was like, throw your hands. I'm like, I'm trying. And he's just like, doom, 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 doom. All I can do is like, and I'm like, is this guy? And I promise you, when somebody's throwing punches at you, 30 seconds is a long, long, long time. Long time. But I made it through the round without a concussion. And one of the teachers told me, you have to learn to commit to your punches. Cause you just you barely want to throw it out there. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. But it's like you have to commit. You gotta fully extend. Fully extend. Commit. Commit. Don't just yeah. And she's like, she was told me that yeah, you're good at defense, but once I see all you're gonna do is play defense, I'm gonna just wear you down and start tagging you. I was like, man, so you want me to not only play defense, but you also want me to learn how to punch at the same time? This is wild. Like, boxing is very. I mean, it's interesting, especially for somebody like me. I don't have, um, I got like two left feet, so trying to move your feet and throw your punches and block and do all this, man, the crap is hard. But I'm glad that I'm doing it because I have to, you have to, we all have to be able to become the type of men and kings who do hard things. And to do hard things means you got to put yourself in some, difficult situations. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you room to grow. Now, of course, I'm walking around with a little bit more confidence now that I'm in there and I'm doing it. I'm there. Um, the last class I went to, uh, we were doing 100 and it was like 110 crunches as well as high knees and hit the bag, right? No, not crunches. I wish there was crunches. We was doing 110. We ended up doing 110 sit-ups. And you know, I don't know when the last time I ever did 110 sit-ups is. I thought for sure I was gonna die. And he said, and I told him, I said, I feel like I'm gonna die. He said, that's okay. If you die, I'll go to heaven, bring you back so you can finish the workout. There ain't nowhere you can go that I won't come for you to come back and finish this workout. And I'm looking at this guy like, what are you, a sadist? Like, you gonna go to heaven after I die in your workout and you gonna pull me back so I can finish your workout? Man, what kind of crap is this? What kind of gym did I sign up for? But he was dead serious. And then it got me wondering, like, can he really do it? Can he like go up there and snatch me out of the upper room and be like, he got to work out to finish. I'll bring him back later. Like, dang, that would be kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna front. That would be crazy. Um, I gotta hurry up. But um, I was thinking about this morning too. Um, you're not always gonna feel like doing anything. I don't feel like doing this. I had all these plans for this week, and half of my plans did not happen. And a lot of it was I was getting my own way, feeling like I gotta feel it. I gotta feel up to it. I gotta feel whatever. And the truth is, you're not always gonna feel like it. But if you know that it's something that you should get done, you gotta say, you just gotta do it regardless. And that has been, something that I'm telling myself, okay, I may not like doing this, but I mean, no, I may like doing it, but I don't necessarily feel like doing it. I still got to do it anyway. Uh, and so I had to tell myself that today. Like I mean, and I could do it in other areas. I don't like Greek yogurt, but it's easy for me to tell myself that, I need this protein, so I probably got to eat it. So just go eat it. So I need to be able to apply that same stuff in other areas of my life. And maybe you do too. Maybe you're able to do whatever it is in one area. You got to figure out how to apply that to other areas of your life. And, yeah. I know you can do it. And actually eating Greek yogurt and drinking water at the same time actually helps the Greek yogurt liquefy in your mouth and then turn to turn clear. I mean, turn to like like liquid. So that's a little free game hack. Oh yeah, now we gotta. I forgot to call out how many people we got in the chat. Now we got 1,000 people in the chat. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank y'all for joining in. We just talking about doing hard things because in life we gonna be required to do some hard things, and sometimes we ain't always gonna feel like it. And so we have to say, you know, we got to get out our feelings. Um, yeah, we got to get out our feelings. So, yeah. Oh, thanks for the cash. I appreciate that. I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna learn what it's called. So when it does happen, I'm calling it out right. Tom from New York, I appreciate you. I remember seeing you on the last live. I appreciate you. Yep. Hope you're doing well. Yep. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. And like I told you, there's not 1,000 people on this live, but I'm seeing it before it happens because that's what we have to do in life. We can't wait till we see something and then believe it's gonna happen. We have to see it before it happens. So that's how we have to go through life. And I'm putting these lives out here, knowing that you know, right at this point, there's nobody watching. There was two people who jumped in here for like 2 seconds each. But that's more than I ever had before jumping in on one of my lives. So I guess you know that's better than you know that's an improvement. But I will not be deterred. I'm going to persist. I'm going to persist. I was going to try to use something clever, um, but I ain't got nothing. So I'm just going to persist. That's it. Um, does persisting feel good when you have nobody watching? Absolutely not. But kind of is what it is. Now I'm gonna take my vitamins. I take some iron. I take some fish oil. I take a little D3 and some folic acid and some folic acid. I cannot swallow vitamins, so I have to eat mine with food. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And I juiced a watermelon because it's hard for me to drink just regular water. So I juiced me a watermelon, and then I put a little watermelon flavor to my water since I don't like putting sugar and stuff in my water. Uh, it's working. I like it. I can drink it. Mm. I came up with this quote today. You don't have to know, you just have to go. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of when you think about it. You don't have to know exactly how things are gonna work out, but you just have to decide to go anyway. It's like deciding to go outside for a walk. You have no idea. The only thing you get to choose is whether you go left, right, straight, or I mean, behind you would be back into the house. So really, you just go left, right, or straight, right? Um, you don't know if there's going to be dog poop on your walk, but you've just decided to keep walking. So you can't prepare for something you don't know. I mean, you don't know for sure that that's going to be there. So why would you do anything but just start walking? And then if you do encounter something on your walk, then your only responsibility at that time is to decide, do you have to go over it, under it, or around it? But either way, you still keep going. And there's going to be plenty of those obstacles that you will have to face along the way in life, because that's just how it works. I had one yesterday. I'm trying to find the balance between, uh, like I want my boys to be tough guys, right? But I also want them to have like sense. Even if you're a tough guy, there's certain situations you don't need to prove you're a tough guy. So I'm trying to find the balance. Like, how do I get them to see that, develop the skills to be the tough guy, but also develop the awareness to know when it's just not necessary for you to be the tough guy, or if being the tough guy in a situation may lead to more difficulties than it's worth. Um, Without them also feeling like they're a pushover. So I don't know exactly what that dang balance is, and it is something I have to figure out, um, because it's important. And yeah, so I'm working on trying to figure out that balance. And I just made this post yesterday. I think it's funny how the world, I mean, how things work. No, I think it was yesterday or the day before. And I was talking about how, if you make a mistake, you just got to apologize from it and move on so somebody can't hold it over your head, right? So, I did something that I had to apologize to my wife for. And I sat on that bed for like a cool 10, 12 minutes before I apologized. And it was because it's like, man, like, I really wanted to, like, I mean, I gotta stop saying like, I really wanted to just act like that wasn't the thing to do in that moment. And, but I know it was the thing to do in that moment because it was just, I just, I didn't go about the situation the right way. But it was just funny to me that I had that opportunity right after I'm talking about, because I ain't had to do it in a little while, right? So, so it's easier to be like, yeah, this is what you should do until you actually have to do it. And then when you actually have to do it, like, you really got to do it, because I want to be the type of person, guy that, you know, if I'm telling you, then I gotta be telling me too. I don't want to be the hypocrite. But and then the person that is not always gonna respond in a way that you're just like makes you feel great about it. But you can't worry about that. You just have to apologize for your own. I mean, because it's the right thing to do, and they can say or feel however they want to. But it was very interesting that I was presented with that situation, and uh, yeah, so I definitely apologized, and uh, yeah, but it was just funny. So it's always one of those things you got to be careful what you say, because then life is gonna be like, oh, you really believe that? Let me present you a situation. So that was funny. And you will see me get better as I go with these lives about not saying like so much. That is one of my words. But I will get better because I want to get better. And I'm only going to get better if I keep going live. So, oh man, we got 1,300 people in the chat. 1,300. Can I get a bell? I don't have a bell. So we just got 1,300 people in the chat. Good morning, Frank from Connecticut, and Mike from Rhode Island, and Tom from California, and Frank from Washington State. What's good? What's good? Yeah, I know. I need a haircut. It's cool. I'm gonna work that out. Don't worry about it. Yep. Uh huh. Yeah. 100. Okay. Yep. Oh, I appreciate the cash. Yep. Good looking. Remember, Kings, you are enough. And I got to go at this point because I got to get ready for class. Um, yeah, I got to get ready for class. So I'm gonna do that. I hope this morning chat was entertaining and gives you something to think about. Like, where can you challenge yourself at in life? Who do you? Where can you challenge yourself at in life? And just remembering that you don't have to know, you just have to go. So where do you need to just take action, take flight in your life? And remember to apologize. And play defense too. I mean, not only play offense too in life and in boxing. Because your job is not to just be a punching bag. So I hopefully today that translate and I'm not just a punching bag. Um and do hard things. Because when you do hard things, it builds confidence in yourself when you're able to do hard things. And we just had another person, as I get ready to end this live, hop on this live. Wow, that's amazing. 3 people over the course of the live. Wow, that's more than the 0 we normally have had. But I'm jump off, get ready for class, and remember, King, you are enough. I believe in you, and do hard things.